Well, hello, hi, hello. We're back with another episode, and so we are greeted with the very first appearance of Konami on the NES, an absolute third-party standard in terms of the NES. Where there is quality, there is Konami. That's a catchphrase I just made up for them. They can use that if they want. Not nowadays, though. All they care about now is pachinko machines. So this is Gradius. Let's check it out. I've played Gradius before. I haven't played a lot of Gradius. I haven't, I don't have a Gradius pedigree. But I'm aware of what the dealio is with it. So, right off the bat, looks like your pretty typical horizontal shooter. But it's got a little kick to it here. You'll notice at the bottom, we have what looks like kind of a, like a little set of upgrades down there. Eventually, that will matter. Doesn't matter yet, though. Especially not if we die like that. No, what have I told you? I enjoy shmups. It doesn't mean I'm good at shmups. So, immediately, crashing into that mountain. As I stated when I was playing 1942, there are definitely shmups that take terrain into account. This is one of them. We gotta just not go down there, because look at that, we're getting smashed. We're gonna game over real quick if we keep doing that kind of nonsense. Yep, getting too far down there. Okay, I gotta stop getting ahead of myself here. Gotta get my head in the game. Play this properly. Play it safely. Looks like the turbo button is working on this game, but you are limited in terms of how many projectiles you can have on screen at the same time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You want to collect as many of those as possible. That brings us to option. What does that mean? Well, before we can figure that... Oh, now we're question mark? Okay, now we're speed up. Alright. So, we don't yet have our little upgrade pod. We will get to the point where you'll see what I mean by that. You'll see what the upgrade pod is. Don't worry. I'm not going to be stuck on this screen for the rest of my natural life. Have a little more faith in me than that, man. See? You just ignore what's at the bottom. And you too will find success. Nearly got by that one there. But we're alright in the end. Oh. Okay. I think that sorry for the silence there, not saying anything, and now suddenly there's missiles. I had, I think misunderstood the power-up system. I hit B. Okay, no. Nah. See, I was thinking of something totally different here. You hit B to activate your power-up, and we activated a speed-up there, which makes us go real fast. But, it doesn't necessarily improve your ability to destroy things. Now, if we were to hit B now, it would start activating missiles. I was hoping I could have just destroyed one of those little upgrade pods there and shown off what the double means. So, no. I'm gonna be very honest and admit to something rather embarrassing. When I said upgrade pod, I was thinking about R-Type, which is another horizontal shooter that is kind of similar in gameplay, but no. Gradius operates differently, and now that I know that, now we can make things happen. Like I said, I have played it, but it's been a long time. So long that I'm forgetting the literal most basic things that make Gradius Gradius. Okay, we activated the laser. Not quite sure what it gets us, but here we are anyway. I almost feel like the double might be a better one to turn on. Or maybe option. Okay, I'm seeing this. Yeah, option gives you this little guy that follows around. Now, what I'm thinking is maybe you can stack up these upgrades and start to activate multiple at a time, because we can see we still have the laser, which is why it's all blanked out on the bottom there, but we've also got the option. The option being our little duder that's following us here. So I'm excited to try that out here. Let's see if we can get a double or a missile racked up here. Oh yeah, okay. I'm understanding it now. Now it's all making sense. So, in case this is not apparent from just watching it here, you kind of choose your upgrades dynamically, and once you get them, you keep them until you die, which is so cool. Unfortunately, we just got erupted on by a volcano that I didn't know existed, so that's a little less cool. Well, may as well activate the missile right off the bat, right? Upgrade the speed up. I think you can activate speed up multiple times, maybe? Is that what's going on there? Oh, no, I wasn't quite high enough to get my shots off there. But the fact that we're understanding what the upgrade is now is going to be a massive boon. The missiles in Gradius are great because, as you can see, once they land on the ground, they just keep going until they hit something. Pretty necessary for any kind of anti-ground combat that you're doing. Air to surface, I guess they would call that. Okay. Stay away from... What? There's very clearly a specific place that you gotta be to not get destroyed by the volcano. You know, not a huge fan of that, but you don't gotta be a fan, it's just the way it is. Alright, we're now shooting projectiles in 3 different directions. As you may well expect, it's immensely helpful. So what if we just stay, like, right above this one? This seems to be more or less safe so far, as long as we smash that fire button. Okay, stay above the left volcano, and you're in business. And now we have an actual boss. Oh, no, we got hit by its missile and game over right then and there. Alright. I gotta take responsibility for that, you know? Now, unlike the Capcom games, yeah, you don't have any continues here. Gradius is not nearly so forgiving. Gradius will put hair on your chest, whether you want it or not. Let's get our option right off the bat here. That would be a great thing to... Whoops. Ooh, we got question mark, which looks to be maybe a front-facing shield? If that's what that is, then that seems like a solid upgrade to me. Okay. Should probably value the speed a little bit more than I have been valuing it, but what can I say? I'm a big sucker for getting those massive offensive upgrades. I don't have the skill to use them to their fullest potential, of course, and that's where the issues start coming to play. Ooh. Okay. Good news. We're still alive. Yeah, I can imagine if you can rack out a full suite in this game, you'd be potent. that upgrade got away. That one did not. Okay, that was a screen clear. A little bit different, you know? We've seen screen clears before. Sure, let's activate the laser. So the laser might... Does that replace the double? Because I don't see the double anymore. No. Stay up here. Don't forget. Hold down that turbo button. There you go. Yeah, let's activate a speed up, actually. Seems like a sensible thing to do. Ooh, that was a little juicy right there. Oh yeah, the speed up makes that guy so much easier. You definitely want at least one speed up by the time you get there. Looking pretty similar to that initial loop that we had. Okay, so yes, you either get double or you get laser. That's one that you have to make a decision on. Laser, as far as I can tell, seems to pretty much just be basically a rate of fire up. There we go. Now we got option. I like option. You get option, and oh, because it also shoots up. It mimics the double as well. I think it mimics everything that you've got, which makes it a incredibly potent upgrade, actually. Okay, we're a little faster now. We're even faster. I'm worried that I might be getting too fast for my own good now, actually. Okay, our shield is gone as well. So we'll definitely want to get over to question mark more. And I can see option is not blanked out. Does that mean you can get another option? Because if that is the case, that sounds like it could be absolutely wacky. Oh no! I ran into the geometry of the platform. Well, that puts a damper on things. You know, it's like I said in 1942. Once you lose all of your upgrades, you're in a feel-bad kind of zone. Even more so for a game like this. I mean, yeah, in 1942 the upgrades are important, but this game, you live and die by your upgrades. It's got great upgrades too. I love the upgrade system. Alright, that's satisfying, you know. Burst through the dot wall, is that what it is? It's got kind of a bubble wrap-esque feeling to it. Alright, what do you got for me? Okay, that's what you got for me. Looks like another pre-boss gauntlet. Ah! We got stuffed. Ah, I don't know why I pushed up there. That was a pretty boneheaded move. Game over, but it's okay, you know? That was definitely progress. Progress is all you need. So, yeah, immediately, it's so much better than 1942. That was on me right there. I got a little too hungry for the upgrade. Alright. Don't mistake your controls for something that they are not here. I was doing that wrong last time. I kept kind of pressing the wrong buttons. Turns out that doesn't do you a lot of good. Yeah, just activate the missiles. I'm gonna regret it if I don't. Let's see if we can get to a second option, and let's see if that actually gives us another little orb that follows us. if that happens, I'm gonna feel like I'm king of the world. It does! You get 2 of them! But then I died. Made it not so worth it. That can change a lot, though. Wow. I had my suspicions when I saw that it wasn't blanked out. I was like, you need to tell me I can get another orb? So yeah, you max out on missiles, doubles, get your speed ups, get 2 orbs, get your shields up and running. I'm not gonna say you're unstoppable, because anything can happen in these games, but you'd certainly be in a good position. You know, I've beaten the default high score, which is nothing to brag about. I'm not trying to imply that I've just done the greatest thing on the planet by doing that, but you want to at least get to that point. When you can't even beat the default high score, then you know that you've run into some problems. That was a little spooky right there. Never order spooky spaghetti. Alright, we know our place. Right up here. I'm hoping that it's not random and that I won't just get decimated right here by something. But nope, we've been pretty consistently safe there. Don't have our speed up, which, you know, it's got me a little nervous. The laser is definitely better for this boss than the double. But he's still kind of a pushover. We only died to this ship that one time. You know, I had to even out exactly what its hitboxes were like. The answer is they're not forgiving. Which is a running theme with the NES, of course. Ah, I hate that these are all getting away. There we go, that's what I needed. Need one more for that option. Thank you! I'd love another option, maybe the front-facing shields. But the second option is more important. Yeah! Okay, don't just immediately die again. You've done it before. You're not gonna impress anyone with that. Screen clear. That's good. Could have probably just banked that into a speed up. We're still completely vanilla in terms of our speed right now. But I want that front-facing shield, even if I have to die to get it. No, no, no. Please don't kill. Ah! No. Game over. An attempt was made. We gotta get to the end of that level, man. The note continues definitely means not just anyone can beat Gradius. You gotta really put a proper amount of effort into it if you want your name on the in the Guinness Book of World Records for most unconvincing clear of Gradius. Let's get a real quick option here. Yeah! Get some missiles in there. Well, that's not very convincing. Maybe it's smarter to go for the double early on. I don't know. I don't know the Gradius meta. I don't know the tier list right now. No one's keeping an up-to-date tier list on Gradius power-ups recently. Yeah, nope. So this is a bad run. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna bomb it. When you do that poorly that early on, sometimes it's not worth salvaging. Dang, would have loved to have gotten that other one for that early second option, although I'm wondering if I'm maybe valuing the option a little high, considering I don't have the double shot or the missiles right now. Oh, yeah, I'm concerning myself now. I didn't even see what killed me, but I'll believe you. Yeah, I think I need to not worry about trying to get that second option so quick right out of the gates. That, I think, is it's a trap. I gotta remember, those bounce back and forth. You know? All these shmups, as long as they're not procedurally generated patterns, it's all about pattern recognition. And apparently we're learning that I'm bad at that. Okay, you cannot die by crashing into the ceiling. Good to know. That would be so lame if you could, though. That would be a low blow from Konami. Yeah, I sold this game short. I said that this was not the best version of Gradius, but it's honestly perfectly fine. I was confusing it for R-Type, for Super R-Type, I believe. Let's get one option. Now we'll get the missile. Yeah, there we go. Then we'll want to get our double, which we'll be able to right here. Okay, now we can concern ourselves with more frivolous things like a second option. The option is so great, though. And we just let the missiles take that ground structure out, and it's easy. Easy peasy chicken squeezy. Laser's nice and all, but I'd rather have the double shot. There we go, second option, pretty early on. Now, I would say it's probably more important that we get a speed than getting the question mark. Okay, that's right, that was not the volcano. The volcanoes are a little bit later. Which is great, you know, it gives us more opportunities to ignore my own advice to myself and go straight for the shield instead of going for the speed. It's alright, we don't have to move for this portion anyway. See, we just chill. And then hold that turbo button. Not gonna lie, a few of these are cutting it a little bit close. But as long as you make it through without getting hit, that's all that matters. We still got full lives. We haven't died once yet. We have a nearly full upgrade suite. We're just missing some speed. Oh, that was... Ah! Oh, the shield. The shield. Okay, the shield has worn out. No! That's what I get for ignoring the speed power-up, man. If I had speed, that would have not been an issue. I would have been able to get out of the way without an issue. Listen to your own advice every now and then. Alright, let's just get a speed right out of the gate here. I feel like if I go too fast, I'll just kind of... confuse myself. Hate when they come from behind you and you just die outright. You know, I guess the way to counter that would just be to not hug the ceiling, but... I don't know. I'm of the opinion that you should be able to counter anything that comes your way anyway. I'm totally ignoring my upgrades, by the way. They're a crutch. Who needs them? I needs them. Let's just do that right here. That was going down south. Okay. Yet again. That's good news. just get a speed right there before we forget about it. It's very easy to lose track of what you're trying to do, and then next thing you know, you don't have any speed. I've proven that. Yeah, we weren't gonna get that one. Double, very important for survivability. I mean, it's kind of luck as to whether it hits something or not, unless you're specifically aiming, but generally, I would say you're probably better off specifically aiming for what's directly in front of you. You're gonna run into only a few scenarios where there's not something directly in front of you, so, you know. Just 2 more. Get our second option. And then I definitely need to invest in maybe 1 more speed. Look at that. Just an absolute hail of bullets. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen. Okay, there is no just go back to the main menu option like there is in some games. We'll try to tough it out though. We might be able to salvage something out of this. A second time that's happened to us, you know? All I can do is cry about it, right? Missed both of those, which is not so great. It's a really good game, though. I must say that much right now. That's not a hot take either. Gradius it's an all-time classic. And yeah, this version is absolutely fine. Plays like a dream. I should double check, because I can't remember if Gradius was an arcade game before it came to the NES, or if this was an NES original. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pause that and click it right now. I mean, it had to have been an arcade game. Right? Yes, it was. Okay, I was gonna say, no way it wasn't. No way this was designed specifically for the NES. Not like I'm trying to be rude to the NES or anything, but... I mean, come on. Everything was an arcade port back in the day. Sometimes he kind of swerves me in terms of which way he's gonna go, and it makes it a little harder to dodge. But we got speed this time, so he shouldn't be a problem. This 1 speed upgrade trivializes this entire fight. Again, remember your training. Sometimes in a shmup, it's less about hitting everything on the screen and more about avoiding everything on the screen. Hitting them will just come naturally. Thank you. Gosh, we've all been getting away. Terrible. You want to get way more of those to, you know, feast upon the upgrades. That hurts. Like that's some worst day of your life kind of material right there. Don't worry, I'm being dramatic. Okay, don't crash into the geometry here. It's deadly. Missile seems prudent. I'd like to get the double next, or... let's put that into a speed right now. I might need that. What else have I been doing lately? Well, shoot, yeah, you can definitely die on that geometry. Okay. Well, I was doing my Fallout 3 run, but then I realized that the one Xbox 360 controller I have that actually works is on its last legs. The sticks are super loose. It's drifting out of control. I've been using that controller since before I even had an Xbox. I bought it initially for my computer, so I would have a wireless controller to play some of the more controller-centric games with. And yeah, it's finally seeing the end of its days. So I decided I gotta pick up a new Xbox controller, but I don't quite have that budgeted in at the moment. So I decided, call a variable. I started Death Stranding last night. Only got to play it for about an hour, which meant I got to play it for about 10 minutes, because holy cow, there are lots of cutscenes. Which I was expecting, you know, being at least fairly familiar with the Hideo Kojima games. The man loves his movies within his games. No denying that. The game is absolutely outrageous, and I mean that in all the best possible ways. I still haven't even really gotten to what the core gameplay loop is all about, so I still know very, very little about what I'm even getting into. But the world building so far is absolutely nonsensical in a way that I really dig. So I am hugely looking forward to playing more of that. The second I'm done recording this episode, that's what's on the menu. Some Death Stranding. I didn't mean to grab laser. That was kind of a mistake. Do prefer the double over the laser. We'll have to rectify that immediately. Okay, there we go. Sucked! I could have gotten the second option. But, you know, sometimes you just have to acknowledge your own mistakes. Either way, this part doesn't matter. Once you figure out where to stay. I'm wondering, it's looking like you might be safe if you stay in like the bottom center in those trees as well. That looked not too deadly. Okay. Just concentrating here. Shouldn't have to concentrate that hard for such a frivolous boss fight, but you know, here I am. I should be more powerful than I am as well, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, don't get shot by these. You'll feel like a real chump. Just one of my mini pro gamer pro tips. Don't feel like a chump. Oh, that was spooky. But we have the third option, so now we want the shield, just for a little bit of safety, and then we can invest a little bit more into speed if we feel like it's necessary, which it probably is necessary. Oh, that's a lot of bullets, though. Not too many. As long as we're alive, it's not too many. Very close to getting our front-facing shield. But of course, the thing about front-facing shields is you still gotta worry about everything else around you. Okay, now we can invest a little bit more into speed, and then, well, I mean, we're pretty much at a completely full set of upgrades right now. Just a real feel-good moment, but you still gotta watch out for bullets. You can tank a few on your front side. That was actually dumb. I should have immediately slapped me the second that I got an upgrade capsule. This would be more satisfying if popping these things gave you points, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to give this game a 1 out of 10. Okay, is this it? Is this the moment of terror? Are we safe if we stay down here? We might be, actually. This seems like it might be the play. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because then we got our options there, slightly above us, making sure that nothing can dunk us from above. That's how you play that. Might be a little harder if you don't have two options, but hey, it's the same boss. Oh, this would be a good time to be faster! Our front-facing shield is doing work. Oh, I'm calling it the front-facing shield when it's literally the only shield that we have, you know. You're not going to get it mistaken for any other type of shield. Definitely saved us, though. We would have died otherwise. We would have. Fight ain't over, man. You can still die. There we go. Whew! Good to go. Invest in a little more speed, and then we'll be good. Although again, I'm worried that I'll become too fast for my own good and I won't be able to control it. The curse of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh man, who is so fast, he can't control it. Oh god, we're very fast now. Okay, yeah, I don't want to be any faster than this. Okay. Slightly spooky enemy alert. It's the furthest we've gotten, though. So that's exciting stuff. Easter Island heads. You knew it was coming. Listen, I don't want to go any faster, so I slapped that speed upgrade again. Okay. Oh, no! It had to happen. Nothing lasts forever. Especially shmup power-ups when I am playing the shmup. It's one of the most temporary things that there is in this life. You can destroy these heads. Okay, well that's good to know. Or, well, I thought you could. Turns out I just baited myself with some forbidden knowledge that doesn't exist. How do you kill that guy? Destroy, rather. You don't kill mechanical things. That would be rude. Okay. What have we got now? Ah, of course. I hate it. It doesn't seem that bad. If I would have had all my upgrades still and not foolishly died earlier, I probably would have made it through there. Okay, yeah, see, I feel like that one did eventually die. Or get destroyed. You know, die is just easier to say. Ah! Don't fly right in front of their mouths, man. Unless they have like a weak spot or something. I don't know. I see them crumble every now and then, but I'm not sure what causes said crumble. Okay, I thought I would have been slightly safe moving there, but I guess not. Definitely a high score, though. Farthest we've gotten. You take these kinds of games when you can get them. That, I think, is the most important takeaway of this. It's a joy to play. It's very creative. It functions. Functioning isn't always a guarantee. Should probably picked up missiles a little bit earlier than I did. I don't want to say that I underrate them, but I definitely under-prioritize them. Missiles make this section so much easier. There you go, that's some good dodging. I shouldn't be alive. Very frank. There we go, there's the missiles. Would have loved that, but, you know, easy come, easy go. I don't know if this game is on the Switch Online Library. I think it is, though. If it's not, don't send your pitchforks to my house. I'm just the messenger who gives you blatantly incorrect messages. Don't worry about me. Yet. Oh, I was like, wait a second, I'm gonna get killed from behind, and I almost did. Almost got made a fool of. Okay, we'll just hug it right up here. But don't forget to shoot. You know, gotta stop anything coming in front of you. Oh no, I accidentally activated the laser. Not like this. Actually, that's not too terrible, because the laser is real good for this boss. So I'm not gonna panic. Not yet. Oh yeah, option laser. This dude's gonna get decimated. Check this out. We're about to end this man's whole career. Already in the blue. And look at that. Can't ask for a more beautiful death. However, I'd like my double back. It has saved me so many times, just passively erasing things that I have failed to notice. Give me that second option, baby! Okay, not yet. I'll have to wait just a little bit more. Be a little patient. There we go. Now we're good. Give shield now, please. I like how the missiles don't do anything to the bubble wrap. This is a fun stage. I really like this stage, actually. It doesn't feel overly hard, just tricky enough. And the whole popping of the entire world is good, satisfying fun. Okay. About as fast as we'll want to be there. Now, don't waste this. You've been given a wonderful opportunity to make something happen. Make sure it actually happens. This is where you want to be, right here. Look at that. They're getting a little close, a little too close for comfort on the front end of my ship here, but we haven't died yet, so if it's working, don't change it. Alright, alright. This shouldn't be an issue. We're very fast. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh no, that's an issue. It saved us, it gave us a second lease on life, but now we gotta be careful. I'm no good at being careful. I'm at the point, I'm not looking at my ship, I'm not looking at the boss. I'm just looking at the center of the screen. There we go, hitting up and down when necessary. Okay, let's see if we can't get those shields back. This would be the perfect time to get them. Going into the terrifying Easter Island stage. No! What? I feel like those bullets flickered off screen. Oh. It's... Boy, I tell ya. If you haven't played a shmup and you haven't experienced the feeling of just losing everything that you own to a death like that, oh, it's a heartbreaking feeling, man. You're like, everything I've worked for, my entire life's earnings, down the drain. Now I gotta contend with these dudes. Come on. Just give me the missile, give me the speed. Okay, okay. We got a free double right... Nah, that's not a free double. It would have been a free missile, but it's not. Ooh. Ah, yeah, this stage is gnarly, dude. There's a lot of projectiles. Like, I don't mean to state the obvious with too much gusto, but... Oh... Yeah, unless we had the double, we were screwed up right there. So maybe hold off on the missile. See. Ah, no, no! They're from every angle, dude. They're so hard. Like, You're seeing what I'm seeing here. It's a lot of debris that you're trying to contend with there. Oh, I hate it when they get away. Early option. Early missile. Remember, don't underrate the missile. You've learned your lesson. Don't underrate the speed either. Don't underrate anything, man. Worry about getting yourself an initial suite of upgrades before going for that multiple option zaniness. There we go. There's your speed. Well played. At least one speed up. Preferably two by the time you're at the second boss. Speed ups, they aren't hard to obtain. It's just easy to forget to activate them. Okay, now we can get our second option for some super happy fun time. We're pretty good about getting most of the upgrade capsules this time around, which, you know, it definitely helps. When you're missing half of them, it's not quite as helpful of a situation. But here we go. We're potent right now. Now, save up for a shield, and you can do no wrong. Just watch out for that dude. The red one with the upgrade pod, he is bait. Then that blue one comes in and messes up your entire day. At this point, the dual volcanoes, they're a formality. Just something we gotta go through. I mean, it is free points. You do get 100 points for every fireball you shoot down for some reason. We could activate the laser here to make this fight even easier, but I don't know. I think I'd rather save for the shield. Again, don't focus on your ship too much, don't focus on them too much. Just focus on the center of the screen. Get in a rhythm with the dodging. There you go. He'll die eventually. It's not a race. You're not graded on time in this game. Unless you're really gonna speedrun a auto-scrolling shmup, which, I mean, I've seen it done, I guess, but it's questionable. There we go. We're hyper-powered. At this point, the upgrade capsules don't mean a whole lot. Again, formalities. They're technically there. We're letting them into our house because we're a gracious host. Oh, that was a little scary, though. Yeah, get rid of everything. And then if we could just stay on that so that we can just slap B and get another shield up when we need to, that would be great. Which means I don't want to roll over any more upgrade pods until I lose this shield. Yeah. Oh, the bullets, they worry me. They are of genuine concern. Made it through the bubble wrap, though. Which means we're coming right on up to this cute little section. And now, we just raise our hands. No hands. Well, you know, besides the one that's pushing down auto fire A. That's wonderful. Now don't die right here. Don't die. training. It's about the rhythm, nothing else. He'll die eventually. Oh! He violated the laws of the rhythm. It's not alright. Okay. Made it through. But now comes the most terrifying portion of this game. I have yet to make it through these blisteringly difficult Easter Island heads. You don't want your upgrade capsules right now, by the way. I'm exactly where I want to be. That is, getting ready to slap B at a moment's notice. In case I need more shield. Wow! He did not go down. That's fine. That's also fine. I got no problem with destroying the upgrade carriers. I just don't want their upgrades. No! What got me? I legitimately don't know what hit me that time. Damn you and your sprite flicker NES. We're not fast enough to outrun these things. So I think speed is actually more important than anything else for this segment. You want to be very maneuverable here? Don't just run into the back of every Easter Island head that you come across. That's not what you're looking to do here. Sure, I could have fooled you, you know, with how we don't know how to harness the speed safely. I keep seeing them, they get destroyed every now and then, but I don't know what it is that causes that. Absolutely harrowing level. Yay. We jump right back in, though. We're not done with this episode. We still got a little bit of time. Who am I to rob you of a few precious minutes of Gradius? Gradius is for everyone, man. Yeah, let's just get into really speed. Why not? Play a little cheeky. And get a, you know, a perfectly timed missile. These first couple stages, I'm not really sweating them anymore. Which is good. That means that you're improving, you're progressing. If you don't improve, well, you find it considerably more difficult to make any progress in a game such as this, won't you? Shoot. I thought that I was on my second option there. I jumped the gun a little quick. But again, that's fine. Laser at this moment isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. Just gotta deal with those pesky boys above you a little more directly. Alright. No! Feels bad, man. This is all because I said I'm not sweating these early stages. If I didn't say that, I would have been fine right there. The game says, alright, I'm gonna make you sweat. I'm gonna make you sweat, everybody dance now. Who does love that song? This is gonna be a kind of pathetic looking boss fight. We have no missiles to protect our bottom. I instead decided that the double shot would be ideal for the volcano setup because my brain shrunk to the size of an acorn. Who needs speed up? Who needs anything to fight this guy, right? See, look at that, he's already blue. don't even get out of bed for this guy. You kidding me? There you go. It's that simple. Don't let him get the better of you. Don't let him intimidate you. They smell your fear. Heard that Gabe Newell has been working on some technology that tricks your brain into actually feeling cold in a video game. Now, you know, I live in Minnesota, so I don't exactly need that level of immersion. I can just, you know, exist on a regular day, and I basically feel that. But that got me thinking, no. Maybe you should actually invent some kind of tool that allows video games to actually smell fear. When you start perspiring, the game detects it, and it's like, dude, that smells horrible. But now I know you're scared. That's the future of gaming right there. I don't know if it's technology that tricks you into feeling cold, or if it's literally just like a cold patch you put on and then it activates when you're in a cold area. I mean, that sounds probably more reasonable given the current state of technology. But you never know what evil geniuses are up to. Ooh, this next portion is going to be bad without the options. This was a sloppy run. We don't deserve anything good from this run. See, watch this. Without the two options protecting our top, we're gonna get slammed. And we did get slammed immediately. Oh, I cry. Which means we pretty much gotta use this little upgrade station here to get an option as quick as possible. I think even if you just have one, it'll save you from certain demise in that area. Although not having a double is a little terrifying as well. We'll give it a try with one option. We'll see if this is the bare minimum that you need. We'll do it for science. Nope. Shoot! Well, that's a game over. It's so close to being the end of the episode, but you know, we'll just hit one player anyway. We'll see this first screen again. Because it's, you know, it's so iconic. This'll speed up, speed up. Let's just get super zoomy. Super zoomer! More! Faster! Faster, Pepega, faster. Oh god, can we still actually go faster? I don't know if that's what's going on? I don't know if it's affecting the actual speed anymore, or if it's just a placebo effect. It's not blanked out yet. Oh god. This right here, yeah. This is pod racing. More! Okay, I think it is actually going faster and faster. Oh my god. I can't keep up with it! Oh! I knew that was gonna happen. So, yeah, I don't know how much of a cap they have on that speed there, but oh boy! You can zoom. Well, that was Gradius. What do I think about it? Fantastic game. I need to get myself an actual cartridge someday. It's just, I mean, it's so well made. You can't be upset with Gradius. Super great upgrade system. Fun levels, except, you know, the Easter Island heads are atrociously terrifying. Anyway, for December of 1986, we only have one other game that came out. That's tomorrow. It's another Data East game, so you already know that it's going to be exceptional. It was Tag Team Wrestling before. This time it's Karate Champ, so hooray, another presumably very janky arcade conversion of a Data East combat sports game. I'm looking forward to that. Well, thank you as always for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow.